when you get readings, I just want to know, do you also get the images just come to your head? I mean, suddenly you get words, you get feelings, you get emotions. Is that how it works for you when you?
Sure. Yeah. What's kind of weird because like when the gift first started, I could actually see things, like pictures like in the left corner of my eye. But now I can actually see them straight on. I can pick up a person's personality, what they look like, what they're wearing. I can tell, if they died in the summertime, in the wintertime. I can tell if, like if it was a heart attack, I can actually, because the area for me is very dark where the
Yeah.
heart is,
Yeah.
and like I can tell they have problems with their heart. I can actually, sometimes I can see them in a wheelchair, in a hospital bed, so a lot of times I can kind of like figure out how they died just by where I see them at. But yeah, and there's times too that, excuse me, when I'm doing readings, I'll get really emotional along with the person I'm doing a reading on, and here they're crying, I'm crying. I'm like, well, I myself am perfectly fine, so I have no idea why I'm crying. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
it's just kind of weird because it's like this isn't my tears, this isn't my feelings, this isn't, So, but yeah, I can definitely absorb that energy. A lot of times too, like when I've helped the police with missing person cases, there was one in Stevens Point. Um, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. All they had to do was show me a picture on the internet, and I can actually start seeing images of where he is. Because what had happened is this, well, I say kid because he's probably in his 20s. He had went to college, and I don't know, an hour and a half away from here, and he went missing,
Mhm.
and they did like a 36-hour search, and
Yeah.
they had ended up calling it off. Then this friend of mine, she called me and she said, Kathy, she goes, you're a medium. She says, why don't you see if you could pick up where this kid is, because the police can't find him, the parents can't find him, what I mean, like nobody can find him. And so then I told her, I said, Lindsay, show me a picture because I gotta see. And so she showed me a picture, and then images start coming to me, and then she, she put me on a three-way with this with a sergeant down there, and he had a detective, I guess, and he had talked to me. He was asking me different questions, like um, I said, I see the city is behind him. I said, I don't think he's in the city, and I said, I see this row of round white lights, or like street lights. And then I said, I can tell he's by the water. I talked to at 12:30 that day, and then I talked to the dispatcher, and then I talked to the detective, and we started talking at 12:30 that day. At 1:15, they pulled this kid's body out of the water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And now this was after they called off the 36-hour search.
Mm-mm.
Now I don't know where this area that I don't know the bridge or whatever that because what it was, I guess he went out for his 21st birthday, and he got intoxicated, and he walked into the water.
Mm.
And because when you're so intoxicated,
Yeah.
don't know what you're doing. Because like the police officer asked if I thought he was in the water. I said I can't. That part I can't see. I
Yeah.
can just
Yeah.
see that he's not, that the city was behind him, and then sure enough, they pulled him out of the water. But I mean, part of me, I saw the parents, and it looked like their heart was broken. But yet the other part too is I was at least able to give them closure that they knew where this kid was. But the thing is, I mean, I still don't, like I said, I still don't know what bridge or what college, or I think I went to the dentist there once, and that was about it. But
Actually, that's the thing that some people, well, like the skeptics, feel that what your gift is an exact science. It isn't. It from another medium we talk to, images just come. He
right,
cannot explain them logically, but images and words and feelings, they
right.
just come, and you just have to say them or write them down. But you don't like what you said. I'm not sure where it was, but this is what I saw, right?
It's kind of like charades. Like somebody shows you this picture and this picture and this picture. Well, then you got to try to put these pictures together. And, but the thing is, though, like one thing I stopped doing with readings is like they would show me an image, and then I would try and figure out what this image was,
Mm-hmm.
and then a lot of times I'd say, okay, well, I see, say, an image of a horse,
Yeah.
and I'm like, did he have a horse? And they'd be like, no, he didn't have a horse, but he had a picture of a horse.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do now, if I do a reading, I'll say, okay, well, he's showing me a horse. I don't know what
Yeah.
way. I don't know if it's a physical horse. I don't know if it's a picture. I don't know if it. So now I just kind of like, I don't try to figure it out. I just say, okay, this is what he's showing me. Yeah, I don't know what it means to me. To me, I don't know what it means, but you should be able to figure it out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It
Yeah.
must mean something to
Yeah.
him and to you, and.